Greetings, brothers and sisters, my friends all over the United States of America and abroad. This is the Highland Park Show. We're located right in the center of Detroit. Highland Park is perhaps 2.9 miles in radius, and we've been there for years and years. And just so happened, my name is Bishop Louis E. Evans, and I pastor the Soul Harvest Ministries right in Highland Park, Michigan, on the corner of Woodward and Church Street, also on Church Street and John R. And this broadcast today, this program will be centered around what Soul Harvest Ministries is doing in the great city of Highland Park. So we welcome you. Don't touch that dial. Lock us in. Call a friend, call a neighbor, call a loved one. Let them know that Soul Harvest Ministries, Bishop Louis E. Evans, and my co-host is on the air at this particular time. Let me just introduce, or further, he can introduce himself. Come on, Andre Bell. He can speak for himself.
Good afternoon, greetings, good people all across the world. My name is Andre Bell. I'm a recent graduate from the HBCU, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. I am born and raised in the city of Detroit, Michigan. I graduated from Cass Tech, number one, second to none. So, we're here to talk a little bit about, what we're doing throughout the community, how you can get involved, and what we look forward to and what you can look forward to for the city of Highland Park moving forward in months and years to come.
Great. And you may even need to get a pencil and a piece of paper, because we're going to be throwing out some dates and also some of the things that we're doing as a ministry and as a fellowship in the great city of Highland Park. And the thing about what we're doing, it doesn't only concern our congregants and our parishioners, but it also concerns all of you, those of you who are watching and listening. Excuse me. And the great thing about what we're doing, it's not just geographically in the city, but we're stretching out even in the various parts of the United States and abroad. So definitely you will enjoy what you hear on today. So just get comfortable. And again, we stated that Soul Harvest Ministries has been in Highland Park for 27 years. Man, that's over a quarter of a century. We have been there. We've served the community. We have ministered to the needs of the people. We have created a real area in Highland Park where the citizens and the people in Highland Park can come to for need assessments and for different various things that we give out to the community and those who come. Well, I almost said minister, but Andre is definitely the leader of our youth group in Soul Harvest Ministries, and we do a lot with young people, Andre. And you have a real agenda for the youth of our community this year. Why don't you just speak of a few things that the youth of Soul Harvest Ministries are planning this year?
I would love to. So the youth, we definitely have a lot of programs, a lot of events that we have coming up in the next few months. Summer is right around the corner. Everyone's excited to get back outside. So we are headed to Fahola Camp before we go back to school. So that Fahola Camp is a Christian community center where we can come together as a family, not just for the children, but honestly the entire family can come together, experience some outdoor activities, some fellowship, lots of prayer, and coming together closer one another, locking arms, becoming more unified as a group. So that is one of the activities that the youth are holding here. Another thing that we will be learning about this summer is a lot more learning how to manage our finances and be smart with our finances ahead of time. A lot of times our generation, we kind of got the ball a little too late. A lot of times you see people who are in their 20s and 30s and are looking to now try and figure out how to manage their finances. Well, we're trying to tackle that problem before it becomes a problem, so that our youth can be a lot further empowered and advanced than our generations before us. So that's another thing that we got going. Our youth are we're just really trying to put them ahead of the program, put them ahead of the curve, because that's where we want to put generations in the future to not have to struggle with the same problems that we had. So you want to try and make sure we can implement different programs and different things to keep them ahead of the camp. Also, taking care of your bodies. We were doing a lot of exercising, a lot of different physical training. I played baseball for 20 years, so we're trying to get them outside. Almost as old as I am, right?
Almost.
So we're trying to keep them outside and active because, that's a big part of taking care of yourself while you're young, so that I know Bishop says that you take care of yourself when you're young, they'll take care of you when you're older. So we want to make sure that our youth is taking care of our bodies, taking care of our minds, feeding our mind, body, and soul with the right things that we need to become an active person in our community, because that's what it's all about, being active in our community, which is what we've done with Soul Harvest, is continuing to be. Bishop talks about being a distribution center for our community. I don't know if you guys are aware, but every last Sunday in the month, though, we have a giveaway.
Well, let's go back to what we're speaking of a little while ago, and that is the youth and things that the youth are doing and anticipating in this year. You mentioned Fahola Camp. We want to park right there for a moment because I would like for everyone not only to hear of an announcement, but also how they can become a part of the Fahola Camp coming up this year. And this is an amazing outlet for our youth and our young people. In fact, it's a family outing, but specifically for youth and young people. Over the last 2 years, the camp has almost been closed down because of COVID. But this year is open, and we're planning a huge, and we want everyone possible, mothers and fathers, let your young people and let your children come. We will have chaperones for them, and just throw out some things at the camp this year, the date, the time, where we'll be, and some of the things the young folks can expect to do when they come to Fahola this year.
So the dates that we have as of right now are going to be September 9th through the 11th. It is a weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. We'll be taking the kids up to Grass Lake, Michigan. That is where Fahola Camp is located. The children and our families will be fed. We will have a lot of outdoor activities. I'm personally excited. This is my first time going. I know the ministry has gone a couple of years before, but this is personally my first time, and I'm truthfully excited. I know they have a lot of outdoor activities, a lot of sessions that we can, read and study the Word of God and continue to just dissect, and just pick each other's brains on what we understand about the Word and how we can live a life more pleasing to God, because a lot of times we try and please ourselves, but that only leaves us in a world of distress. We want to make sure that we're living a life that is pleasing to the Lord at all times. So that's our main focus, learning how we can live a life pleasing to Him at all times, no matter what. So to get more information, you can definitely dial into the church. Bishop, can you give them the phone number?
Oh, absolutely. More information, please dial area code 313-869-7685. Let me repeat that, 313-869-7685. And please, when you call, if no one answers, just call back, or we will definitely call you back before you have an opportunity to call us back. Now, it's so important, parents, that you get your youth on board, and not only the Fahola Camp coming up in September, but the activities for youth and young people at Soul Harvest is on a weekly basis. And so we do things weekly, and you, of course, are developing something among youth and young people that is going to be explosive. In fact, it's a movement. It's not just a moment, but it's a movement. Why? Because so much is happening in our cities and in the streets that it's attracting youth and young people in these last days that we're living in, and they seem to be attracted to so much that's detrimental. And I always say, if we don't give them higher values, radicals are out there, and I say radicals, that's just a nice word for the evil words that are out there that could very possibly describe. But we're saying it, our youth are the most precious that we have. We cannot afford to lose one youth or young person. They're full of potential. They have reality of life looking them in the face. We want them to walk into that, but we want to be the platform for them to walk. And we can assure them when they come to Soul Harvest Ministries, they can get what we're talking about. They can get godly instructions. They can be around a safe environment. And we want them to look into the athleticism that we have on our campus. We do have a gymnasium on our campus. and they can come out and, of course, do a lot of basketball, if you will. We also have a volleyball group going full swing. We have almost 100 young ladies who are part of an advanced, a very accomplished volleyball team, and we have coaches who are part of that, and they have a wonderful facility. And you know the address, I'm sure, of the volleyball. If not, we can give them the location right in Highland Park, and it's on Candler Street. Candler, Candler. That's just east of Woodward Avenue between Woodward and also John R. And that has been there designated for our youth, the young people playing volleyball. And man, am I enamored when I see them coming. They're coming with excitement. They're coming with enthusiasm. They're coming with anticipation. And not just that, but we also offer scholarships to our youth and young people who go through the development of our volleyball instructions and that class and the volleyball team. And they not only play in the confines of Detroit, Michigan, but they also go to other states in various contests, if you will. And I'm told, and I'm kind of biased toward our own, I'm told that they are winning every game they ever play. Kudos to our coaches who spend time. In fact, Andre, what position do you have there?
So you're referring to Club Extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm familiar with Club Extreme.
What else? What else would I be referring to?
I knew you were. I just had to make an anticipation for the crowd.
Yes, sir.
Club Extreme is located at 47 Candler. You can't miss it. The big blue steps with the big red X on the stairs. X marks the spot for greatness, and definitely they've done an excellent job with connoisseuring a program of a lot of young individuals with talent all across the city. We have kids that have come from Cass, Renaissance, that have gone on to different Division I, Division II volleyball programs. And like Bishop said, they are earning scholarships left and right, athletic scholarships on top of academic scholarships to get a free education, get a free higher education. And that's one thing that no one can take from you is your education. And they talk about knowledge being power, and if you can obtain a free knowledge, nothing like it. So Club Extreme is definitely, if you haven't heard about it, they're on Instagram, Club Extreme. There is no E before the X. It's just XTREME. I am an assistant coach over with the head coach, Antoine Davis. He's been there for a number of years. Really, we've been working with girls ages 8 to 18, doing a really immaculate job with growing their talents, continuing to instill discipline and hard work and dedication into not only the sport of volleyball, but to make sure it's a safe environment for the girls to come in. We call it's really a clubhouse. It's not just somewhere for them to come and play volleyball, but they come in, they get their homework done. They have help with other tutors. I'm a tutor there as well. Assist with the girls with their homework. They assist each other. We have a whole TikTok station. They do lift weights, do a lot of conditioning. So if you're interested in playing volleyball, any young ladies out there, definitely give a follow on Instagram, Club Extreme, and shoot us a message, and we'd definitely be interested in having you out and come by the hall, come to our place. We'd love for you ladies to come and see what we have to offer at Club Extreme.
What times are you all open?
Well, actually, right now we're doing training, so we're there 5 days a week, and we are there from 4:30 all the way until 8:30. So we're there 4 hours. We have different classes. We have a big beginners class, which is from 4 to 5:30, intermediate class, which is held from 5:30 to 7, and then we have the advanced class from 7:30 to 8. So wherever you fit into that time schedule, feel free to pop in. Don't come in Spanx. Please come fully dressed. You can have Spanx in your bag, but we don't want you walking around outside. It's cold outside. Let's keep the pants on. But come and have a great time. Come experience what we have to offer at Club Extreme.
That's great. And by me being there on the premises, I have not seen where so great excitement, youth and young people coming to a facility to work out and to practice. Usually, any other area that they'll come dragging in, and they lack sometimes enthusiasm. But they're at Club Extreme. They come with vigor, and they're looking forward to a great evening. They put their all into it because they know in order to be the best, you got to give the best and expect the best. And this is what happens there, man. And also, not only do we have the volleyball building, Club Extreme, but we also have a gymnasium. And tell us a little bit about that, Andre. What's going on? We do know it's shut down right now, but what in all is the gymnasium there to do?
Well, we've been sitting in a countless amounts of meetings to come to the best negotiations to fulfill the needs of all of our youth and young people across the community of Highland Park and outreaching to Detroit and other communities. We want to use it for a multi-purpose gymnasium for all different types of sports. So we want basketball to come in, of course. We want people to come in and be able to do different things inside the gymnasium, not just basketball. But we're also looking to highlight and have different pickup games throughout the week and weekends with basketball. But we also want to utilize the gym itself for other sports, have it multi-purposeful. So we want to bring cheerleading into the gymnasium as well, gymnastics, of course. We're also trying to find a way to implement, baseball and softball to have a place where all sports can kind of come together and kind of like make it a mecca into our city, so that we don't have to go and drive far out for our children to have a place to express themselves in their expertise. So we have a lot of plans moving forward with the gymnasium, and I'm truthfully excited. I can't wait to get in there and see what it's looking like after we get it all fixed up, renovated. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of different entities that are looking to donate. If you are willing to donate, we are accepting donations. We have people looking at the gym from the NBA. We have Detroit Pal, who is looking to assist with us with the renovations and upbringing of the gym. So we're trying to make sure it's really a diamond in the rough for our community. So we're trying to turn things around, put us on the right page for Highland Park, for sure.
And exactly that, and that's what it's there for. And we're grateful to be the persons who really are operating and whose gym is under our auspices. And because we're looking for great things to happen in the city of Highland Park and vicinity and abroad. And so again, we invite you, brothers and sisters, to continue to look forward to Soul Harvest Ministries in Highland Park. All that we do definitely is for the community. All that we do is definitely for you and your family. In fact, there would not be a we if it weren't for you. So we, of course, are who we are because of you. And again, we want you to come and be a part of, enjoy all and everything we do on our campus, and there is a lot. Now, let me move over to the New Nation Building. New Nation Building is a kind of a building we do quite a few things. We not only have Bible studies there, we have a lot of meetings there, but also we do other things. And designation for the building is for youth, youth and young people. And so we want to talk about our New Nation Building because it's kind of under construction, but again, it's being developed into something for our youth and our young people to fully enjoy, express themselves, and a place for them to come after school and weekends and take advantage of it. Now, we also have a group, a martial arts group, and you may want to speak out on that. The martial arts group is coming when, and exactly what things could we or would we expect from this martial arts group?
So we have a martial arts dojo that will be coming into the New Nations Building very soon. They're looking to start sooner than yesterday. We have to mat the area down before they can get started. But they will be offering free, I said you heard it correctly, free lessons and teachings on mixed martial arts for residents of the Highland Park area. Anyone else outside of the Highland Park arches, it will be a small fee, but nothing outstanding. Definitely affordable and reasonable for our children to come out. Another way to express themselves athletically and be able to, demonstrate their abilities and learn something new. Martial arts is a tactic of self-defense. You definitely want to be able to be prepared with that. Nowadays everyone's picking up the 9mm and the Glocks. We want to be able to defend ourselves without having to harm someone severely. And that's definitely what the martial arts studio is coming to our New Nations building to provide our students with, being able to protect themselves when necessary. It is not to be used freely. However, we will be having tournaments to come and kind of utilize the gifts you've been shown, so that you can earn yourselves awards and great things like that throughout the remainder of your sessions. But it's definitely just for use when only needed.
Yes. And again, that will start this month.
Yeah, like I said, they're looking to start sooner than yesterday. We have to get the area padded, but we are accepting applications. I do have a phone number for who you can reach for these applications. Give me 1 second. In the meantime,
absolutely. And you mentioned getting the place padded, but the padding is already there. It just has to be put down. So that would not be the issue. The issue would be those of you who are listening to us and some watching, and we want you to know what's going on our campus, because the campus is there for you. And we want you to take full advantage of what's going on the campus, because when you speak of Soul Harvest Ministries in the city of Highland Park, we want you to say, that's me, that's me. So we want you to be a part of it. Now, again, Andre, what were you about to say?
So the number you can call to inquire more about the Martial Arts Academy is going to be 313-829-7645. Again, that's 313-829-7645.
And that's awesome, because we're totally in support of it, mainly because of what you stated. And it's a self-discipline, and it's good for youth and young people. Now, listen to this, parents, those of you who are watching, listening. We want you to understand what's going on, because we need you to know your youth and your children can come, and we're inviting them to come. And what ages are we speaking of?
Grandmaster Dixon has accepted children as young as 4 years old. So there is no age requirement. We're accepting children all ages. It's great to start out when you're younger. It will instill, like you said, that sense of discipline and self-restraint. It's great for understanding who you are, becoming one with yourself, understanding that you control your body, and you, as long as you are instilled with this sense of discipline, it can carry out throughout the rest of your life, and that's very important when we're talking about becoming an active citizen in our community, for sure.
That's it. So we heard it. Martial arts program coming to Soul Harvest Ministries at our New Nation building right on the corner of Woodward and Church Street in Highland Park. That address is, now that you have your pencil and paper, you've been taking notes, I'm sure, 16300, that's easy to remember, 16300 Woodward Avenue. And we don't want to miss that. That's the biggest, that's news. But it's the newsiest news, since news has been news. And so we want the news, which is an acronym for the North, South, East, and the West. We wanted to get out there so that you can understand what's going on. All roads lead. Now let me say that one more time. All roads lead to Soul Harvest Ministries right in the beautiful city, the gorgeous city, and I call it the city of promise in Highland Park, Michigan. Now that we talked about our volleyball team and the group that we have there, we talked about our gymnasium, talked about our New Nation building, in which not only are we going to do martial arts, but also performing arts as well, is coming to the New Nation building, and we'll let you know more about that, because that's in the developmental stage, and we'll be showing actually, Highland Park is a small city, but the potential is so much, and we do in Highland Park. We don't have a theater, we don't have a show, but we're going to be making it happen in our New Nation building, and we're so grateful, because that building will be multiplicity designed for so many things. to take place for our youth and for our young people. Now let's go to the school. Yeah, let's go to the school because we're just out of a meeting. Our school, of course, will be in full swing by the fall of this year, and may even before maybe the summer. Just tune in, listen to what we're doing. You'll get our material. You can go on our website. You can always call us, and we'll give you the information you need to let you know what's going on with the school. We have a school. We're not talking about trying to make a building become a school. We're talking about a school built for a school, and it has been there over the years and unoccupied because we have been really determined to make the proper school, the right school, the school for your youth and for your young people to come and get educated and not be afraid of taking them through a learning process and they come out unlearned. But we have, of course, an institute that we're bringing into the building, and they're going to spread out and make education available, suitable, for you and your young people, and for your children, for you and everybody who want to come up until the 12th grade. And this is what we're looking at. And we're talking about a cyber school. We're talking about an international kind of school. We're talking about young people from various nations, if you will, pen paling and coming together with the youth in our school. And this is one thing that youth and young people will look forward to. And not only that, we're talking about an apprentice program within the school itself. And they're also talking about skilled trades that they will offer even in that particular school that we're going to open up. Man, I just can't wait for all these things to happen. And now let's talk about our apprentice program. We do have a separate apprentice program and a skilled trades program coming to Highland Park, and they will be in the North Point area. And this is where our church is. This is where our school is. This is where our gymnasium is. This is where our volleyball group is located, right smack dab in North Point. And North Point is between Woodward and Oakland and 6 Mile Road and Ferris. Yeah. And those of you who are familiar with Highland Park and those of you who aren't, just trust as I say, we're probably that will maybe be maybe 50, I don't know, 108, 200, no, maybe more than that, maybe 5,000-6,000 acres maybe, and in that general location. So we're talking again from Woodward to Oakland. We're talking from Ferris to 6 Mile Road. That is the North Point area. That area is what Jennifer Granholm, one of our past governors, stated the city of promise. That area was designated as the city of promise, and it's promising all of what we're talking about. Athleticisms, yes, in various aspects. We talk educational, yes. We're talking about the martial arts program. We're talking about the program that can bring young people in just to sit down and enjoy a good picture, performing arts and what have you. We're talking about their gifts and some talents that they have being brought to a higher level of productivity. We're talking about videography. We're talking about audiography. We're talking about all of that coming on our campus, because we know if our youth and our young people are going to be outstanding adults in years to come, then the basis and the foundation of their life has to be put in its proper place. And this is what we're doing on our campus. So it just makes me feel good to say that the greatest investment that we can make is in our youth and our young people. Make me feel good to say that what our campus is about, it's an emphasis for our youth and our young people developing themselves and becoming all that God would have them to be. And many times, many of our youth, and I've seen it down through the years, have such an inferiority complex. And what we're trying to do, we combat that. We're coming against all inferiority complexes. And what we're doing is making that complex a superiority complex, because we want them to be superlative than all the other youth around. And we can guarantee this. I, as the lead pastor, I am the pastor, the overseer, and also the founding pastor of Soul Harvest Ministries. What we can do, and we have a record, of course, to prove what we're saying, we can assure you that coming through Soul Harvest, your youth and your young people will come through, and they will matriculate into the professionals in our community, outstanding citizens, so that persons in the community, persons in Highland Park, can have leadership that they can look up to and be proud of. And of course, recommend from all over the various areas what we are offering our youth, our young people in our city and abroad. All right, so Andre, tell me something, what it is, sir.
I was just sitting back and I was just amazed at all the plans and visions. I know you've been in Highland Park for 27 years.
You're right.
You've seen the city, all types of ups and downs, but right now, today, where do you truly see Highland Park going in the next years? Where do you see our community as a whole? I know Soul Harvest has some outstanding, amazing agendas in front of us, but where do you see the entirety of the city in the direction that we're going? I know we're turning the page, but where do you see things going in Highland Park with your leadership in the church and the community? I know you have a lot going for our ministry and our congregation, but as far as the leadership of Highland Park, where do you see things going very soon?
All right, Highland Park, of course, has been a city as long as I can remember, and Highland Park at one time was at its zenith, and many things has happened over the years, not only in Highland Park but also in Detroit, and much of what affects Detroit affects Highland Park. However, Highland Park has maintained a consistent stability, and they have been through the test of times in terms of standing against all odds, oppositions, and adversities that has come against them, but yet Highland Park has stood the test of times. Now the leadership that we have in Highland Park now, the Honorable Mayor Yop, he is, of course, the mayor of Highland Park and has been over the years, and he's retiring this year, and therefore a new mayor will come on in November who will succeed him, and also the board of leadership, which are the city leaders. And we're looking for great things to happen in the Highland Park. The agenda has already been set. The objectives have been set in Highland Park and what things that they plan to do. One is housing, and that is one thing. And it kind of grieved me momentarily to say that there is not a proper high school in Highland Park. And we do understand that a high school is needed. There has been a virtual high school, but not like an in-class high school where a public high school is offering the kids what they need in their scholastics and in their bookwork. But we're pleased to say that Soul Harvest Ministries is opening up a high school this year. And so, and I think that would be a big thing. And not only that, the development consists of businesses coming in Highland Park, and even the Chamber of Commerce, which we're representing today, is, of course, in Highland Park. And let me just give a shout out to those who are listening in Highland Park to join the Chamber of Commerce. Come aboard, and I myself have, and Andre has also. And so the Chamber is lengthening its cords, but they're strengthening their stakes. And what I mean is the establishment of the chambers in Highland Park is moving itself into a higher level of operations. The vision, of course, is in place. And the wonderful thing about it is that everything is united, working together to make Highland Park the great city that it is becoming. There's a lot of land in Highland Park for persons to come and buy lots and build new homes, if you like, or existing homes. That, of course, is coming in Highland Park. And so much is coming in Highland Park in terms of businesses. It's just we don't have all the information concerning all the businesses that, of course, will be coming in Highland Park. So those of you who are not familiar and those of you who are somewhat familiar, we just need you to stay close with us so we can continue to give you updates of the city of Highland Park itself and, of course, what it is doing. And I'm grateful to say, again, our church has been in Highland Park for 27 years, and we have served Highland Park. We have been, in fact, we started the first food giveaway. I'm very pleased to say that I know of. And we started through Gleaners and also through Forgotten Harvest. We've had truckloads of food coming in. We've not only served food, we've served clothing. And I don't believe in rummage sales. Soul Harvest Ministries is not one that believe in selling anything. No merchandise that has ever come into the confines of our facility have we ever sold. We do not. We have given away all kind of merchandise for our homes and clothing for our children and our young and for adults. We have fed. We used to feed every Wednesday and every Friday, and now we feed as much as we possibly can. We always have food. They're giving away food, and cakes come from all over from Forgotten Harvest. We have fruit come from Forgotten Harvest. We have vegetables come from Forgotten Harvest, and all of this to come from Forgotten Harvest through Soul Harvest into our neighborhoods. So we are there as a channel of distribution for the people of Highland Park, not just in the North Point area, but in the total city of Highland Park. Not just Highland Park, but also abroad in the Detroit metropolitan area. And we do this, and as you were stating earlier, concerning our services at Soul Harvest Ministries, in which I want to take a few moments to invite all of you, not some, but everybody need to come through Soul Harvest Ministries. I always say, before you go to heaven, make sure you come through the harvest, because there's so much to see, so much to hear, so much to do, so much to receive at our location. And again, every fourth Sunday in every month, we have a harvest day where my daughter, who is the pastor of Soul Harvest Ministries, and she has what is called Harvest Sunday every fourth Sunday. So what do you expect when you come on fourth Sunday? You can expect goods in kind. You can expect not just food, but you also can expect clothing. We have given away last year, the year of 2021, over 1,000 shoes. We have given away bikes. We have given away sandals. We've given away Nike shirts, T-shirts. We have given away household goods and supplies, kitchen supplies. We have given away toys galore. And coming to Soul Harvest Ministry, special big days in the year, such as Christmas, we actually give away toys, and there is like no child left behind. We make sure every child get a toy. Every child gets something to take home with them that they can enjoy. Also, not just that, but that's Christmas. And also Thanksgiving. That's another big day, because we pride ourselves on big days. Soul Harvest, we go to extra extremes because we know how important big days are. Why are big days important? Because so many families are left out. So many families do not have certain needs and necessities for their families, even when big days come around. So Thanksgiving, we give away turkeys galore. You name it. We have a turkey for you. You say, do we give away 500 to 1,000 turkeys? It don't make no difference. As long as you are a family and need a turkey, then you will be sure to get one. We make sure that happen. And up and coming is Easter. We're preparing a great Easter service for you. And we will be celebrating and commemorating our Lord's resurrection Easter up and coming in the month of April. But we want everyone to come during that time of the year because we offer each person who come. There's no such thing as visitors at Soul Harvest Ministries. No such thing. What we have are guests. We have guests and we have friends. We have partners because, again, if it weren't for you, it wouldn't be us. All of our members come from where you are right now to have made Soul Harvest the great church that it is. Now, let me just skip over to the summer months. Back to school. Yes, we have back to school packages. We give away all kind of papers and pens, and we give away the backpacks. I'm not talking about the little ones that tear up the first day they get it. We give away the best, the most qualitative kind of backpacks that they make. And so you can come perhaps in July, August, and we have backyard kind of celebrations. When I say backyard, it's right on our campus where we have all kind of meats. If you like beef, if you like pork, they have ribs, and they have all of that we celebrate back to school, because we encourage our youth and our young people to go back to school. Get your education, because it's so vitally important that you get that in order to meet the challenges of the day, and in order for you to have what you need as you matriculate, develop, and maturate yourself into adulthood. So yes, we give away backpacks. Yes, we give away school supplies. Yes, we give away shoes during that time of the years. I'm talking about shoes galore, and so many other things we have during that time. The backyard barbecue. Not only do we have food, we have a train ride. You're going to actually go up and down John R. Church Street. We have inflatables. Yes, we do. Not only do we have inflatables where they can enjoy the bouncers and some of the rides that we have for them, but we also have horseback riding during that time of the year. And that, of course, is in the August, right, going back to school. And then in September, we'll be going to Fahola Camp. So all these things, again, yes, we celebrate and we make big out of the big days of the year. We're planning now concerning a big time we're looking forward to for Easter. But again, let's go back to our youth and young people, because that's the most important subject I think that we have on our agenda today, youth and young people. And so again, leaving, and time is running out. Man, I wish we had another couple hours, but anyhow, rushing right along. If you were to leave a message, something for our youth and our young people to take back from our great discussion today, Andre, what would you leave? What would you say to our youth and our young people?
The message that I would definitely leave to our youth and young people is put the phone down sometimes. I know growing up, I see everyone, people, I actually seen a lot of records for people that have gotten in just so many accidents because of their cell phones. And it's become a device that has trapped our minds into our attention span becoming so short. I just challenge you all to just put the phone down, enjoy the people around you sometimes, have a conversation with your mom and dad, just pick their brains about things that are going on in your life, because you never know what they've been through that you can learn from them and not have to go through the same experiences or trouble that they're going through. So put the phone down, pick up a book, read, go outside, enjoy the nature that's right in front of you, because you don't know how long it's going to be there, and you never know what can happen. And your phone technology, just sometimes what happens if it doesn't work. Technology, we've seen it so many times fail us before, but one thing that will never fail us is the relationships that we have with people around us. And books stimulate your mind, and a phone sometimes, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I can read on my phone. But you don't. You're watching videos, you're watching video games, and you're playing games. But I really truthfully challenge you to just put down the phone, pick up a book, and just ask your family some questions, because you never know like what insight they can provide to you moving forward. So I challenge you guys to just put the phone down and pick up nature, unplug yourself from the reality on your phone and plug into the reality in front of you, because there's a lot going on. I'm quite sure a lot of you guys have pets and families that you may not have talked to. And it's very imperative that you spend time with people around you, because you never know how long they're going to be around. We see a lot of people, especially in these times with COVID, where a lot of people have been taken at the snap of a finger. And it's almost scary because, some people have been gone and been taken from us, and you can't even say goodbye because they're in quarantine. So if you have family around you, please spend some time with them. Unplug from your phone, because it's going to be there tomorrow, but you never know who in your family may not be. And that's important, because our family, that's a relationship that we can't pick or choose. That's one that's there forever. So it's important that you cherish your family. So just take time and just spend time with your family and your loved ones, because that's what's more important than your phone. I promise you. Relationships will take you a lot farther than your cell phone ever can. They say your net worth is your network. So it's talking about who you can reach out to. It's not what you know, but it's who you know. If you know the right person that can get a job done, you won't have to go and do it yourself. But if you're always plugging into your phone and looking at what's going on, you might miss someone that could have helped you achieve something close to your dreams. And if your dreams are very important to you, then you should be trying to build as many relationships as you can, because those dreams can come a lot easier with the right relationships that you have with people around you. So I just challenge you, pick up some relationships, put down a cell phone, and just enjoy life in front of you.
That's great. Now, I'm sure we have a bunch of young folks of the age teenagers who are watching. And so Harvest, we have quite a few things that we offer. You may want to just mention, in fact, when I met you, you were doing cryptocurrency and that sort of thing, and you were very good at it. But you were very good at other things you do and just about everything you do. But so now the young people, the teenagers, maybe we say teenagers, anywhere from 13 to 19 years old. That's a nice little span right there. What does Soul Harvest Ministries have to offer that group?
So the 13, 19-year-olds, and you were speaking on cryptocurrencies. I'm sure everyone's heard about Bitcoin. It's been very, very, very interesting. In 2018, I was talking to someone, one single Bitcoin was worth right around $300 3 years ago. And if you look it up today, they got into about $60,000 now. So we're talking about a lot about investing. I am an investor, and I've been investing for about a year now, actually going on 2. But at that 13 to 19, it's very, if you ask a millionaire in their 30s or 40s what they would tell themselves if they were in their 20s again or in their teens again, and they will tell you to invest into yourself, invest into your future, invest. And that is truly important into your future if you invest early. A lot of times, especially our community, we've lacked that investing piece until we are 40 and 50 years old, and we look at it in retirement investment fund. But there's investing you can do before you retire, and that can help you retire a lot younger and spend more time doing the things you love to do. But the thing you have to get earlier is learning how to invest your finances. But before you can do that, you have to have a stable source of income. It's not about just having one source of income. You ask a millionaire how many streams of income they have, I guarantee they tell you more than 4. I know my parents, the max they got up to was 2. And, as growing up, I was just thinking, what can you do to extend yourself to have more streams of income? And I just learned there are so many different more ways that you can just put a little bit in and get a large return within years. So there's just a lot of different things that we have that we're implementing. We have a financial growth program that we'll be instilling into our youth and young adults and everyone that's a part of our ministries, and anyone who's inquiring about it, that we will be inquiring, that we will be instilling and implementing into our ministry as well. So that will be an entire financial journey, learning how to build your credit, which is very important in anything you do. Having money, so learning how to manage your money, manage your finances, and invest your money and your time into yourself. as well as learning how to take care of your body, because that is also very important, is taking care of your mind and your body and managing your finances. So we have a lot of programs that we're definitely instilling and bringing into place for our youth and young adults to really get ahead of the game and find out how to become millionaires for the right reasons. And I know a lot of people have seen a lot of millionaires come and they look like overnight successes, but I guarantee you those successes are not overnight. They're over time and time again through dedication of time. And I promise you, anyone you see with success that happens in a blink of an eye can dissipate just as fast. And we want to talk about having longevity with our finances, with stability, not just having a short burst of income. Oh, I made $10,000 today. Okay, great. You take that $10,000 and what are you going to do with it? So it's learning how to not only just earn the money and have a large amount of it, but learning what to do once you have that money. And that's one thing that our financial program will be instilling into our youth and young adults. But that's only one. We have so many more. I wish we could tell you more. We're running out of time here. Bishop, any last words?
Anyhow, we will be here next week, same time, same station. But we do want to thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Thank you, and may God bless you. You have a wonderful week, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.